Good morning. So today I'm coming to you from a new place, the beach walk. I'll just show you a little bit of where I am. So I'm going to be walking along this boardwalk. It's a gorgeous morning. Actually, gorgeous. Quiet, calm, heavy, thick clouds above us. And I love how the clouds kind of mute all the sounds, kind of bring everything in a bit closer. Anyway, I just wanted to talk about low energy days because today is certainly one of those for me. So it didn't start off necessarily low energy. I woke up at 4 because I went to bed quite early, and I thought, okay, I'm gonna put a loaf of bread in the oven because I made a big batch of dough, and I was like, and this time it finally looks like it's gonna work. Like work as in raise. And I'm going to continue talking as these people pass. It's a little nerve-wracking, but anyway, I'm going to do it. And so I did. So Jordan was asleep in my bed, and I climbed out of bed and left him. That's like the best time he sleeps is early mornings. So I got out of bed and I thought, okay, I'll get this dough in the oven, and so I did that, and then Jordan woke up at 5, which normally he wakes up at 6. So then I made breakfast, and normally I don't eat breakfast in the morning because I go to the gym, and then I eat breakfast after the gym. But today I did. So then I thought, now what am I going to do? I'm not going to. I just don't feel like working out. My body's really sore. My calf is sore. I'm just a bit sore in general. And I thought, okay, well, so maybe I just skip the gym today. And in the past, this is where I would start to get nervous. Like, oh my God, what am I going to do then? What am I going to do with my day? What is my day going to look like? And and then the self-talk would start like, oh, I can just go home, I'll just hunker down and and then there's like this fear of like the refrigerator or fear of like all the food, in the house. And it's like and this is kind of like that old pattern habit of not knowing how to be with oneself all alone in slow times. And it's interesting to be able to sit back and observe that old thought pattern, that old vibration kind of lingering there in the background. And then looking at different options, like, oh right, yeah, that was a path I used to walk down, not knowing what else to do, scared of myself, scared to be alone with myself, scared of not being in my rhythm. Or I would just push through and do life anyway and probably get sick, but or whatever. But jumping back to switching the schedule or flipping the script, if you will. Then there was that, there's that, again, looking back and seeing the different options. And another option is, oh my gosh, I can really take today as an opportunity. I can give myself permission to take a holiday. And not a holiday like I'm going to the beach and I'm sipping pina coladas holiday. No, more like I am allowed to just stop to not do anything, to not check off anything on the to-do list. And I guess not do anything isn't the correct thing to say, because what I meant is like not do anything that is on the list, any list, you know, like, oh, if I don't get this done, then I'm not productive. It's like, actually, you are, and you're fine. Really allowing space. I think it's just that permission. It's so much about permission. Like, you are okay always. And if you aren't in the mood to do anything, explore that and do that. Sit on the couch, get out your nail polish, paint your nails, listen to your favorite music, draw. Yeah, do you until you're full of that. Yeah, and like, I've talked about this before, but I remember when someone asked me, what do you do when you lose track of time? Like, what do you do what is something that you do that you completely lose track of time when you do it? And I remember thinking, good one. Like, I don't know. And that made me feel sad and scared. And like, what am I doing with my life if I can't enjoy something so much that I lose track of time when I'm doing it? Like, I need to rethink my life and what I'm doing. So yeah, just exploring taking a walk in the morning. Like, oh my God, just getting out of the house, and not for a run, not for anything in particular. Just wander aimlessly and discover what's there. There's so much. You are so full of stories, of inspiration. Like, you don't even know until you choose to just kind of let go, and let your heart be your guide. Let your heart guide you. I love what happens when I just put my shoes on and I walk out the door and I don't have anywhere to go. Like, I will sometimes have been known to go because I just get inspired by nature, inspired by what's around the next corner, and so what I'm gonna do with my low energy day is really just like stretch out into it, feel all the spaces, like really just like stretch my legs and my feet into this, like, into the space of the day, and my arms just just like figuratively speaking, but also just really enjoying this space of the quietness of all that fills every moment of every day, because a day is actually quite like long. There's a lot of time in the day, and oftentimes we get to the end of the day and we're like, oh God, I need twice that much time. And then sometimes time can be scary, like when we have an unconventional day, or when we're not sticking to our schedule, or when you're not feeling well and you stay home, or when you have a low energy day. It can be scary, like, oh my God, what am I going to do with myself today? How am I going to keep myself busy between breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Like, it can be a fear, especially for those of us who have had or still have binge eating issues. It's like, oh my God, all I'm doing is going back to the fridge, going back to the cupboards, going back to the bag, going back to the whatever, and it's like, yeah, that's because you're running from yourself, from the thoughts, the feelings, the feeling like you're doing it wrong, or you're wrong. You're not wrong. You know, you're allowed. I love that hashtag allowed. You're allowed. You're allowed to do whatever. You're the king or queen of your castle. You lay the law. So I guess I'll wrap this up. I hope it was enjoyable. I hope it's opened some space for you in your life to give yourself permission to be with yourself, and maybe explore something that you used to do as a kid and haven't done it in so long, but today's the day, or the next time you're feeling like you have a little bit of space in the day and you're a little bit nervous about it, maybe pick up that old activity you used to do. I'm thinking of those little, remember those little cylinder plastic beads, and you would stick them on the mold, with the little pegs on it, and then I think you put wax paper on it, and then you get an iron, and then you iron that. I used to love doing that with my sister. I think we even got one of those stuck in our nose, like I did, or she did, or we both did. Oh my gosh, funny. But yeah, just having that childlike wonder to explore and to get lost in whatever you're doing. That's my invitation to you today. So, sending you love and childlike wonder.